Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to another virtual career day. I'm so excited with our new career that we have today with us. We have someone that has been with us to career day before, and she's back again. And thank you so much for coming back with us again. So I want to give a great big Fairmount welcome to Miss Lindsay Browne. Welcome.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Wonderful. Well, we can't wait to hear all about your career and what you do on a daily basis.
Sure. So I work for Habitat for Humanity, and Habitat for Humanity is really well known as a nonprofit. And so nonprofits are organizations that are out there to help people rather than just make money. And so helping people is really important to me. So I've known that I wanted to work with a nonprofit for quite a long time. Our specific nonprofit called Habitat for Humanity, we help with housing. So we think everyone deserves a decent, nice place to live. And so that's our mission. That's what we try to do, is to have a world where everybody has a good place to live. And so our specific part of Habitat for Humanity is called Truman Heritage Habitat for Humanity. And so we serve Eastern Jackson County. And so that's Independence, where you live, and it's Lee Summit, and it's Blue Springs, it's Raytown, everything east of 435. And my specific role is called the Community Engagement Manager. And so I think that's a really fun job because I really like community. And what community is people coming together, helping each other out, having friends, doing things that are fun, learning. And so I get to help that for our organization. And so a big part of that is we have volunteers. And volunteers are when you go and you help people and you do it just to help them out and for fun, or maybe to learn things or to meet new people, but you're not getting paid to do it. You're not doing it for money. And so I bring people together to help do different projects. So we help build houses. So we have people doing construction. And so while I'm working from home right now, the people who would be working out on the jobs, they might use different tools. This is just a hammer. We use hammers, but we also use big high power tools like big saws that you can chop, and big electric nail guns that you can put on siding. And so we build the whole house, and we use volunteers who help us to do that. And so that's a really neat way to get involved. And so my volunteers for that, they have to be 16. So you're probably not quite ready to volunteer for that, but you could come and bring lunch for my volunteers because you don't have to be any age to do that. We also have, it costs money to build houses. And so we have fundraising, and that's when nonprofits get money to help do the things that they're doing to help people. And so we have a variety of ways we do that. We have 2 restores. I don't know if anyone has been to the restore here in Independence or Blue Springs, or they also have some in Kansas City that are part of the other local Habitat. And so those are fun discount home improvement stores. So you can get stuff that you might get at a thrift store, but you could also get stuff that you might get at a Lowe's or a Home Depot. So you get tools, you get decorations for your house, you can get appliances like washers and dryers and refrigerators. And when people have those things, and they're either businesses or they are individuals, maybe they're fixing up their house and they don't need that thing anymore, instead of throwing it away because it's perfectly good, they're just getting a better one, they donate it to us. So they give it to us for free. We sell it, and then that money goes to help build the houses for people. So that's kind of a neat part. And so I also have people that I recruit to volunteer to help in the store. And so they help customers, and they price things, and they make it all organized and nice and pretty. They might do labs, which would be kind of demonstrations on how to do something. Maybe you want to take and turn an old cupboard door or an old window, and you want to turn it into an art project, or you want to learn how to unclog a drain. So we have different volunteers that have different skills that come out and talk about things at the restore as well. We also have people who help in our office. And so I recruit people to help answer the phone and to work on the computer and track all the things. We like to track things to make sure that what we're doing is working, and to say how many people we got to help. I also help put on events. And so we do events for a couple different reasons. We do events for our volunteers to show them how much we appreciate them, to say thank you for volunteering with us, that we appreciate you. We hope you keep volunteering. So we might throw them parties, or we might bring them lunch. Also for our donors. So besides donating physical things like dishwasher, well, not dishwashers, washing machines, refrigerators, things to our restores, you can also donate money, because money is definitely the easiest thing to use to buy the things we need to build the houses. And so we also appreciate our donors by helping do parties with them, and just to tell them how much we appreciate them, maybe give them some awards. And then we also have fundraising events. And so those are events where you either buy a ticket that costs money, that then we use that money to help build the houses, or you might have some different fun activities, like there might be an auction, which is a place where we get things, neat things donated, and then people can buy them, and they might bid on them, which means that there's only one thing, but a couple people want it, and so whoever pays the most money gets the thing. That's kind of fun. We might have an activity like a run, or we did a thing where people were rappelling off Arrowhead Stadium. So that means that you get all hooked up in a harness, and then you got to kind of slowly walk and then hang down the side of Arrowhead Stadium, the football stadium. So that was a really neat fundraiser. And so people paid a lot of money that then went to help the people with the houses in order to have that experience. So that's what fundraising is. So my job is a combination of working in the office. So I call companies and I call schools, like your teachers have come out and volunteered before. And I call churches, and I call different groups that are called civic groups, which means they care about doing stuff in their community. And I see if they want to schedule a day to come out and volunteer. I also talk to individuals. So we have people like our Wednesday crew, which are a group of construction volunteers that most of them come out every Wednesday, and they help us most of the day just because they like to see each other and they like to help build the houses. And so I call people, I email people, I schedule them on the computer. I keep track of how many hours they volunteer. Sometimes people have community service. So sometimes if people do something that they break the law and that's not so good, but it's not bad enough that they need to go to jail, maybe they can learn instead. And so they come and they help give back by volunteering a certain number of hours with us. And that helps them make up for the thing that they did that was bad. And so I'm able to track their hours and help them with that process as well. Other things that I do, I might go out and actually talk to people at a big meeting. Maybe I speak in front of a group. Maybe I do a presentation. I go to a lot of meetings, whether those are meetings with other people in our organization where we're talking about what we're going to do, or with other organizations. So people that we might want to partner with to work on projects and to help with different things. So that is kind of the general things that I do with my work as a community engagement manager for Habitat for Humanity.
That sounds so exciting. There's so much to your job. I'm going to guess there's never a dull day for you.
There is not. Always different things to do.
And I'm so glad that you've joined us, because I know that Fairmount teachers and staff members got together and have done a couple of different ones. Like we have a family at our school that is going to end up getting one of your exciting homes, and that is,
yes. I think maybe two.
Yeah, so amazing. We're so thankful for that, and the idea of volunteering to be able to help. And I love the fact that you say, you know, the kids at our school may be too young to volunteer, but that doesn't mean that there aren't ways that they can help. So
right, they can. We even have individual fundraising pages. Sometimes people want to donate their birthday, and so instead of saying, oh, maybe I have enough toys this year, I don't need toys from everybody, maybe people would want to donate in my honor. And so we can set it up, and you can put your picture or some other picture on there, and you can tell a little story about why you think it's important that everybody has a house, and then people can give in your honor to help people get houses. So, or you can collect pennies and nickels. We have nickels for nails because every little nail costs a little bit of money. And so you can help people to get those homes.
I love that, nickels for nails. I'm sorry, I'm writing that down so that I remember, because that would be a great fundraiser for our school to be able to do for next year as a way to give back to all that you do to help our school be amazing. Now, I'm just amazed at how much your job reaches our community. It sounds so amazing. So I'm going to guess that you probably don't work like a normal 8 to 5 job.
I don't know. It has some variety to it. And what I've really liked with working with nonprofits is a lot of times you get some flexibility. So it's not the kind of job where your boss has you clock in right at 8 o'clock sharp and then you clock out right at 5 o'clock sharp. I kind of get some flexibility. And so depending on if I have a meeting in the evening or if I'm meeting with a group on a Saturday or we're having an event, I can kind of be flexible within that week. And so I still try to put in my full week, but it may not be the same hours every day, which I really like, because then if I want to go out to lunch, like my parents live in the area and we like to go to lunch once a week, we can go to lunch and I can take a longer lunch and just stay a little later. And so I really appreciate having a job that has some flexibility. If I need to take my dog to the vet or my car to the shop, I can flex my hours, which is nice.
That is fabulous. All right, well, I'm going to pull up a couple of questions really quick for you to be able to help us answer that I've asked all of our participants that have joined us. And the first question is, if somebody in my school were interested in your job, if they wanted to do your job, what kind of schooling do they have to do to be able to get your job?
Sure. So it's really interesting because there's not a set kind of degree that everyone would do for this. In my job, you would probably want to do something more in the social services. And so what I actually did was sociology. And sociology is the study of people and groups and society and how you can make that better. And so I went to college for that. But you could go to college for a variety of different things, whether it was social work or even maybe project management. There's kind of a wide range of things that you could do that could apply to this job, something that would help you learn about community, things that would help you learn about working with people, maybe some public speaking, some computer skills, organization and planning. So my undergrad, which is what you do after high school, was sociology. And then I actually went on to get my master's in public administration, which is something that a lot of people don't have, but public administration is usually more for like helping with the government or things like that. But we actually have a nonprofit focus in public administration. And so if you want to go on and get even more school, which helps you get kind of more the specific job you might want, maybe get paid a little more to do it, have some more knowledge to be better at it, then you can go on and get even more school.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, and what is your favorite part of your job?
So I really like the community part. So the community part of the community engagement manager means that I get to meet a lot of people, and they're all really neat people, really cool and caring people, because most of the time they're volunteers, and so they're giving their time for free, which means they really care and they're really nice. And then I get to see the difference we make in the community. We get to partner with the families to help them build their homes and to see that impact that that makes on both the parents and the kids and the broader community.
Yeah, I cannot even imagine the look on a family's face when you hand them those keys.
Yes.
That's got to be pretty fulfilling part of your job.
And we actually have a ceremony where we do that. And so anybody who worked on the house can come back for that. The homeowners themselves actually put a lot of work in on the house. And so that's a really special moment when all their hard work pays off.
That's wonderful. All right. And then the last question is, because we are a school, what was your favorite subject in elementary school?
Let's see. I would say I really liked English. I really like to read and to hear the stories and learn about different people and different things.
Very good. That is perfect. So, well, thank you so much, Ms. Browne, for sharing with us all about your job. This has just been an exciting adventure to learn a little bit more about our community and about the jobs that are available out there. Boys and girls, we'll see you next time on the next Virtual Career Day.